Hey guys, welcome. Hi. Alright, so what you're first gonna do is you're gonna uh first thing I'm gonna be teaching you how to make a simple Discord.py bot. This is gonna be a multi-part tutorial, and yeah. So first thing you need is Python. So you go onto the python.org site, and you can't go and do this one because I think the 3.7 I think it doesn't work somehow or something. I don't really understand it. You have to go up here and go here. I know it's really in the corner. It's actually quite confusing. But for some reason, there's nothing here that lets you tell them that the site is bad. It's honestly just really bad. Anyway, you have to go down here and download the thing, and then it downloads, and then I'm not gonna do that because I've already done it. That's essentially. I always get mesmerized with this. Sorry, yeah, anyway, now what you need to do is, you need to install... Yo. Hey man, what's it? Yo! Yo! No! No! Alright, so... I think we all need to step back, stay calm, and think about this for just a second. Let's be logical here. Discord.py, I can pull it up right now. It has documentation, right? This documentation is perfectly clear to anyone who's even reasonably good with Python. So this raises the question: why do people make video guides if there's perfectly readable documentation? Why do they make video guides? Well, I think it must be because they think the documentation is inadequate. Like it. No sense, because the documentation is clearly adequate. It must be this that they can't read the documentation. They have issues reading it. That raises another question: how could that be? Because the documentation is perfectly clear to anyone who's even reasonably good with Python. Okay, so we're learning here from someone who's terrible at Python, but the code still works, right? So it really doesn't matter. It still works, just like how not eating works until you starve, or breaking all your keyboard keys works until you need to type some of those keys. It works just fine. So there shouldn't be really any issue, right? Well, apparently that's ridiculous, and just because it works doesn't mean you should use it, especially in programming. That's something that just another person told me. I don't agree with it myself. Obviously, not eating works perfectly fine until you starve, but it doesn't really matter, right? Because you're not worrying about it until you starve. Live in the moment, right? As long as it works now, it doesn't really matter, right? Right, exactly. The issue with video tutorials is that they fail to teach you about library features. They show you outdated or redundant code. Their code, they themselves will follow the philosophy. In creating this code, they follow the philosophy of, if it works, it doesn't matter. Another thing is that the people who made these video games, they were likely just like you just a few days ago. With a lot of help from other people on other servers, they managed to get a very bad bot together. And since they had so much trouble, they decided to post the process online, because they had so much trouble. The only flaw in this plan is that their process isn't necessarily the best one, and in this case it isn't. All in all, please don't use video guides. If you're new to programming, don't start out by writing bots. All you really do is make the people who are trying to help you and you annoyed when you end up asking for help in the Discord.py server, which is actually quite relevant right now. So there are many tools online to learn Python before you choose to start with a bot. You can just get a full list of these with a command, tag learn Python, on the Discord.py Discord server. There's a link to that here, and there will be one in the description. They have a help channel, the help channel for async, and a help channel for rewrite, which I do recommend rewrite. I recommend using that. End up making a bad decision. Now I have to talk about why, really. It's because it's close to becoming released, so you don't really want to change your code really quickly, right? You might want to wait just a few weeks in general before writing a bot, because rewrite is about to go on some changes, big changes to the cog system. So if you're thinking of making a cog system, maybe wait until those big changes. They're just awaiting documentation right now. Anyway, back onto our original topic. of places that are good, like automate the good stuff and learn X and Y minutes. Help with programming, which is not what Discord.py is about. It's about only the library. If you need help with programming, try the coding den. That'll also be in the description. About it. Overall, don't use video guides, use servers, learn properly, use guides. Maybe self-teach if you're able to do that, use Stack Overflow. Just learn properly in general, and in case you're still wondering, I'm not going to finish the video guide that other guy started, because I am completely unrelated to that other guide. Anyway, yeah, have a nice day.